This week on the Wildcat Report, cheerleaders are doing something new. An inside look at the overcrowding at Millard West. A look into Kasper Roste's life. A band who is trying to keep the blues alive.
Hi, I'm Lyndsay Twait.
And I'm Olsen.
And this is the Wildcat Report. At the football games this season, you may see something a little different. Cheerleaders are now able to stunt.
Now let's go to Emily and Megan with the story.
At Millard West, the varsity cheerleaders are getting a whole new perspective. They're stunting.
Stunting is kind of cool, like seeing the crowd at like a different angle, and you can like see everyone stunting.
Although it's a fun experience, there are some concerns.
We had specific training at camp. Yes, I'm always a little worried, but I have to be ASHA certified, and through that certification, I have gone through some training to let me know what to do, when, and so forth.
As you can see, it's new and a work in progress. While the cheerleaders feel bad that the crazies are in the stands, Miss K understands why the rules have changed this year at Millard West.
I don't know if this was something that was done and decided in the Metro Conference area, but Millard Public Schools was one of the few schools that did allow crazies to be on the field at the same time.
And I think that they should be allowed to be on the track at the same time as us. Just be careful of us so that they don't bump in and hit us, but I feel bad.
While the crazies are in the stands, the cheerleaders are trying to get the crowd pumped up with their stunting.
They actually join in our cheers now, and they get like really surprised when we go up in there.
Millard West is off the ground, lifting the crowd's spirits up with them. This has been Emily Torring and Lyndsay with the Wildcat Report.
Thanks, Megan and Emily, for that story. Will, have you noticed that the hallways are super crowded this year?
Yeah, it's like Times Square out there.
Here's Tess and Lindsay with an inside look.
A new year brings a new set of challenges at Millard West. This year, the problem is overcrowding. Many returners and new students believe this is a problem.
I believe the hallways in Millard West are overcrowded because it's hard to move and get to classes during passing periods.
During the school day, the school may not look that busy, but during passing period, you walk shoulder to shoulder.
Well, this is the largest school that I've gone to. This is my third high school, and it's by far the largest. And we just don't have the same problems at other schools that we do here.
Although the hallways are more crowded, action has been taken to improve the problem.
We built a couple additional classrooms, and some are still going to be in the construction this year. That will help. But also when we go to the one-to-one, we will take a couple of our computer labs, and we'll add a couple more classrooms, and that'll hopefully help us with classroom space.
Along with the new classrooms and the mezzanine, students also have their own ideas on what would help.
The middle lockers in the hallways, then it would free up space because we don't really use our lockers here.
Currently, Millard West is the largest high school in Millard, beating Millard North by 40 students.
In class, I want to make sure your class sizes are, enough teacher ratio. They're small enough that we can make sure you get your help.
This has been Lyndsay Hunter and Tess Ray with the Wildcat Report.
Thanks, Lindsay and Tess, for that story. Lindsay, could you imagine playing on the varsity team in a new country?
That would be an interesting transition, that's for sure.
Yeah, Kasper knows this very well. And here's Natalie and Ellie with the story.
For many years, Millard West has been very dedicated to its athletics. Bringing home many awards and championships, the football team has always had a lot of attention. With foreign exchange student Kasper Roste on the team this year, the whole school is now tuned in. Kasper is a foreign exchange student from Norway who came to the U.S. in early August. On the night of orientation, he decided to get involved with football. Coach Peterson, the varsity coach, was more than happy to welcome him to the team.
And he's a long ways away from home, so we thought it was important that he was a part of something.
Football is not a popular sport in Norway. Due to the inexperience, Kasper has had to learn a whole new concept. Every day he learns more and continues to get better.
It's just been fun to watch him just kind of gradually improve every day, and he's starting to get in a little more and get some reps in, and hopefully by the end of the year he'll be able to play a little bit.
The team has fully accepted Kasper, and everyone is getting along quite well. The boys aren't the only people Kasper has bonded with. The family he is staying with has a son, Adam Walker, who is a sophomore here at Millard West. Adam and Kasper have gotten extremely close and have created a bond that will never fade.
We've gotten like brothers now, pretty much.
From the day Kasper came to the U.S., he knew he was interested in football.
I saw it on Super Bowl television in Norway, and I thought, well, I was going to America, might as well try it.
Moving to a new country brings many challenges, including the language barrier and simply fitting in with a new culture.
It was very hard to understand the concepts, but I'm learning as I go, and I think I'll understand more of it as I play.
Through the struggles, Kasper has withheld a good attitude and is enjoying the United States.
The football games has been a cool experience for the school spirit.
And he's part of us, so it's been a fun thing to have.
Adjusting to a new school, let alone a whole new country, is never easy. But no matter what, Kasper knows that the boys will always have his back. This has been Natalie and Ellie with the Wildcat Report.
Thank you, Natalie and Ellie, for that story. After a weekend of sports, we were still able to make it out to the Parish Festival hosted by St. Stephen's this weekend. There we were able to see Sophie Keflinger and Chloe Moore with their new band, Far and Wide.
Now here's our inside look with Far and Wide. The timeless sound of blues still resonates deep throughout Omaha. Millard West is no exception. Thanks to Blues Ed, one of Omaha's oldest organizations, students like Sophie Keflinger and Chloe Moore have a chance to honor this vintage art.
I just love the feeling of performing. It's always different for different things you do, but this is something that's like way different. You just get a rush and everybody just loves blues, and it's just great.
It's for all high schoolers who want to like keep the blues alive and be in a band and stuff.
Their band, Far and Wide, has opened the door to many opportunities, including playing at the Parish Festival hosted by St. Stephen's.
I still get really nervous, so that hasn't changed, but just being in front of like an audience, and I don't know, I learned a lot. It'll sound really cheesy, but I learned a lot like about myself.
Little did they know when they joined Far and Wide that the down-to-earth sound of blues would bring them closer together. For Chloe and Sophie, each song tells a story that they hope will spark inspiration throughout the audience.
The lyrics are so like real, and it's so organic. Singing has always been like a plan B for a career, but this has like made me want it to make a plan A for like when I'm older.
With current music taking over, Chloe and Sophie will continue to spread the sound of blues far and wide. I'm Will.
And I'm Lindsay. And this has been the Wildcat Report.
Have a wonderful Wildcat day.